First guest this week is John Stoddard. He's the host of the M&A Entrepreneurs webcast. John, welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me, Don, and good to see you again.
It's great to see you as well. Now, you're a big believer in mergers and acquisitions to help companies grow. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I've been involved with three myself, buying some companies, a course company, an e-commerce company, and then helped a cannabis company acquire a $7 million company. So if you want to learn how to grow your business 5x faster, the acquisitions are the way to go. It's the way the big guys do it. OTC companies should be doing it too.
Well, you're absolutely right, because we deal with a lot of small companies here, and they like to grow organically, but acquisitions really is a fast track to growth.
Yeah. And especially, everybody wants to grow organically and they keep throwing $1 in and they may get $1.50 out. But if you went and bought a group, let's like a Facebook group with 100,000 users, you're bringing eyeballs right to your site immediately.
And of course, being a public company, you can use your stock as currency to buy these companies.
Yeah, that's a big advantage too, because you can, buying stock, it's just as good as cash. And it's kind of more exciting because the owner could go, oh my God, you're a public company. It means I could trade this when it's available? Yes, you can.
Everybody's looking for an exit strategy.
That's right. Yeah, they got to pay for something. Kids dentist shoes or new car or whatever it is. Yeah.
Now, you've got a program that helps people achieve this. Why don't you tell us about your program?
Yeah, if it's called How to Buy Your First $1 Million Business, and I teach people how to. There's 7 types of acquisitions you can make to 5x your business, and I got a webinar coming up next week, Friday. Next week, you just go to dealflowsystem.net. But we talk about buying acquisitions like 1, the core business. This could be direct or indirect competitors. 2 is media. This is buying eyeballs. And I'll give you an example of this. You know who Neil Patel is, the big SEO guy out there? He's got a $100 million digital marketing company. He has bought Uber Suggest and turned that into a lead flow system into his website. And he just bought Answer the Public. Answer the Public had average of 1.8 million visitors to its site every month. And he bought that, and now it's redirecting to his site. There's resources like affiliates or customer list. Number 4, publishing. You could buy like advertising or a brokerage to help that. Number 5 is products. Normally an OTC company is like a one pony show, right? It's a niche product, but you can buy you can buy vertical integration. You can buy a product downline, a cheaper product, or you can buy a product upline, upriver, more expensive product. And then there's supply and distribution. It's kind of what cannabis companies used to do, was vertical integration. They bought the dispensaries and they bought the grower. And then there's IP. So you can buy all of those to 5x your business a lot faster than you can do it organically.
Well, we've seen a lot of cannabis companies consolidate as the industry's gotten tighter and tighter.
Yeah. I tell you, I worked for a cannabis company, and instead of getting cash for helping them do this acquisition, I got stock. And at that time, it was worth $1. Now it's not so much. So it's a little tougher with cannabis companies right now.
Now, obviously, people don't realize that if you're a small company, you can actually, with your stock, acquire a larger company.
Yeah, absolutely. I think if you share them the story about where we're going, if you're an OTC company and you may want to uplist to New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ, you say, hey, this is an option. If we grow to this, get this many customers, get this much EBIT or net income, we qualify for NASDAQ. And then you're on in the big show.
Well, virtually every episode of MoneyTV has somebody talking about acquisitions, about mergers and acquisitions. So it's a very common situation in the OTC markets. Again, let's go back to the program that you offer CEOs, basically trying to make an acquisition decision. How can you help them?
Yeah, so I've got next week, I'm going to start a webinar. It's called How to Grow Your OTC Company 5X Faster Through Acquisitions. It's Friday, February 3rd at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So that's 9 o'clock California time. I'm going to go into how to buy $1 million business and all the steps in that process, like how to do your outreach, setting your expectations there, because you may reach out to 500 companies in your ecosystem and everybody says no, or everybody wants to charge too much. So you got to keep going. You know, how to negotiate the deal, how to talk to the owner, how to close the deal, and how to grow other types of your business through eyeball. So that's not free. It's free. It's next week, February 3rd.
Well, that's actually this week, John, but that's okay. This is the media business.
Well, I probably should change that date to next week on the Friday then, shouldn't I?
You can make it Friday. You can make it the 10th if you like.
Yeah, let's do that. It's tentative next week at Friday, 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Next week, Friday.
Perfect. If people want to get more information about it, is there a website they can visit?
Go to dealflowsystem.net. It's on top of the page right there. It's first. Click on that, register, and we'll get you in, and I'll send you reminders to the webinar, and I'll send you a Zoom link to log in on that next Friday.
Dealflowsystem.net, M&A Entrepreneurs Podcast, host John Stoddard. John, great thing you're doing. Thanks so much for joining us.
All right. Thanks, Don. Thanks for having me.